Welcome to another edition of Shout News here on ShoutBox Radio YouTube channel. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram. Use the hashtag ShoutNews if you see a story that's just crazy enough that we'll cover it. Let's begin today with this fucking guy. Last week, 40-year-old Travis Terrence was arrested in Indiana on animal cruelty and stalking, among other charges. He has allegedly mailed a couple of dead skunks and a raccoon to a gentleman who was chosen over him for a job. I know what you're thinking, what kind of a job could possibly spark this kind of feud? Well, apparently a high school basketball coaching position. Along with sending dead animals, Travis also called local authorities and Child Protective Services to report a possible molestation act with this newly hired coach and a 15-year-old boy. That's fucked up. Travis also went to the man's home and spray painted "You will die" on the victim's car. Travis was hoping he could intimidate the new coach to resign, but instead the acts brought in federal investigators since fucking with the mail is a federal offense. Which now makes me wonder, was there no other coaching jobs available? Maybe a swim coach or even a basketball coach, football coach? Any of these positions you can still yell at the younger generation while your older out of shape self can still live out some sort of sport fantasy. I'm just saying. In uplifting news, the giant panda is no longer considered endangered, but has since been downgraded to vulnerable. Environmentalists and conservatives alike can cheer and pat each other on the back for helping these iconic animals fuck for over a decade. In 2004, only around 1,596 of wild pandas were accounted for. Since then, the 2014 census says 2,060 pandas are now actively wild in China, thanks to anti-poaching laws and protecting the panda's natural environment. Now China can initiate the Put a Panda to Work program to ensure U.S. Walmarts will still get their efficiently sewn jeans from Walmarts nationwide. And then finally, you may have heard of the North Dakota pipeline protest by Native Americans, more specifically the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. If you haven't heard of it, you're not the only one. A lot of main news networks have not covered the story, but here's a quick recap. An already half-completed Dakota Access Pipeline is a $3.7 billion project where oil can be transported through 4 states. The pipeline plans include going right through an area of North Dakota which is sacred land and an ancient Sioux burial ground for most of their ancestors. As we know from Pet Cemetery, you don't fuck with ancient Indian burial grounds. On top of that, the pipeline is close enough to their water source that if the pipeline were to ever leak, the tribe's water would be completely contaminated. Thousands of people came across, including other tribes, to slow down the construction of the pipeline. Since then, they have gone to the Supreme Court and started gaining supporters online. Ironically, just a few days ago, a gas line in Alabama sprung a leak spewing 336,000 gallons of gasoline and contaminating the area and nearby waterbeds. The leak has been plugged just after a few days, but this is a type of environmental disaster that could occur in North Dakota. You know, I am proud as an American to see people peacefully standing together and what they believe in for the safety of others and something that they hold dear to their hearts. I am disappointed as an American to see another bullying incident where big corporations stop at nothing to finish their billion-dollar investment regardless of who or what gets in the way. There are no fucks-giving attitude towards the wishes and well-being of other people, and absence of knowledge toward the love and pride of something which most Americans will never understand. The pipeline construction has not stopped, but the Standing Rock Sioux tribe takes the pipeline fight to the United National Human Rights Council in Geneva. If you wish to support the protests right now, the best thing anyone can do is raise awareness, just like we're doing. This is JP, and thank you for watching another Shout News. Be sure to download the ShoutBox Radio app on Google Play and on iTunes for our live shows and the best music and hip-hop, rock, and much more. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for weekly updates on our videos. Peace.